hi. I'm allowed to say hello apparently. She's doing home. We're at home. Zuru Mini Brand's home, in fact. Zuru. Hey guys, welcome back to Ok Aussie. It's Matt and Dyan. She may be a bit Tourettesy, so can you please keep an eye on her while she's doing that? I'm going off to do some more medical research and watch some TV while I'm cooking my dinner.
How about you just watch TV? He's been doing medical research all day.
My eyes are popping out of my brain. Too much of a thing to go. But you're doing home. I hope you find some nice cool things to make in there. Have fun. See you soon.
Bye. Right. We have a few discussions to be had, and I know that you'll all enjoy it because it's relatable, and at the same time, we've got to mix it with a bit of fun. Okay? Just because you're stuck in bed, there's things that can be done. Look at this. And you'll be surprised to know that I've not only skipped 2 days of my hydrotherapy, pretty much, for weeks now. That's pretty good for me, especially with the fatigue from moving. Because, you know, mental stresses, even though it's positive stresses, can make you tired. But I did my hydrotherapy today. It's just downstairs in my wetsuit. I love my wetsuit so much. It just brings back the days of hanging out at the surf club, then having bonfires on the beach. Those were the good old days of Perth. Anyway, so basically I've done that. So I've been very productive. But there are things that you can do. But I've started my portfolio, ready for my art exhibition. Yay me, because I have PDA. Not the type that you're thinking of. I have pervasive demand avoidance. I don't know what it stands for, but it's like I avoid things and I do all these other things and avoid things that stress me out. So I need like guidance to go and just get done. But guess what? I've been doing good and I've actually been getting stuck into it. And I'm a bit rusty because I haven't been doing some art because I've been moving house all the time. But it's feeling good. I'm doing good. So I've made quite a few pieces. And I will show you as I go along with making all these pieces, but I have to start to make some big pieces, which is cool. I've ordered some more resin, so it's all good, because I'm going to do it. Oh, it is a powerful ball, this one. You've got to watch those balls. That's right. So, geode. You know my geodes? If anyone knows my channel, you know my geodes. I think it's on the Facebook page. I show my geode. I love making them. Since a little girl, when I grew up in Denmark, Western Australia, and my mum's into gemstones and I'm into gemstones, and I've never lost the passion. And even I used to collect rocks, you know. I'd have a little, like, you know, ice cream container of rocks, and people would be like, what's so special about those rocks? And it's like, because that one's got a bit of a sparkle, you know. So I've always been into that. So my gem collection is next level. It's just an autistic. I went crazy. Yeah, but it's a good looking collection and I love it. I love it. It brings me joy because that's Mother Nature. Mother Nature created those gems. Can you just, I mean, isn't that just talented? It's a bit like, you know, if you don't believe in God, it's like, go look at a beautiful scenery. That's God's painting. He did that. Anyway, basically, you might see some more art because of that. And I will definitely show you the pieces that I've been making, and particularly one of my, like some of my favorite pieces, because I'm even going to do some acrylic abstract paintings on canvases. And then what I do is I coat it with resin to give it a glassy look, and it makes the colors pop. So I'm going to do my best work, but it's just because it's for an exhibition, and you know, naturally as a perfectionist, I'm a perfectionist, and it gets in the way. I have to really self-talk through it because I overthink it. So wish me luck in overcoming that block. You know, people get writer's block. Artists can get that too. So if you're kind of out of your comfort zone and you're like, I've got to get this particular painting right, which is not actually true. Because if you do a painting and it doesn't turn out, you just start again, right? I need to learn that. We all need to learn that. So anyway, but there is a topic, and I want you to comment below what you think about it. So this is Mini Brands Home, my favorite one. I love interior design. If anyone needs help with that, like, just send me a photo. On Facebook you can post it, and we have a group. I've made it private just to, I don't know, kind of make sure that some people who might just want a little bit of privacy, but yeah, you can post photos of things and I can give you ideas. Happy to do that. Like, it's a passion for me to do that. Interior design is my thing. But what I wanted to talk about was, what do you think about hospitals, medical in general, like including like pathology, which includes scans and things like that, AI doing it? What do you think about that? To speed it up and make it really fast. To me, it just sounds like self-serve at Coles and Woolworths. Sounds rather concerning to me. I see many problems that could go wrong. I mean, imagine going into an MRI machine and it doesn't let you out. And you're pressing all these buttons and you're stuck in it. And you're claustrophobic like me, and you've been counting that you're literally up to the 200s. And you're like, I can't keep counting because this is getting really old and I want to get out of here. So I'm not too keen. I don't know if I agree with AI being involved in such a serious responsibility of a human being in their care. And I'm a seizure patient, so when I go, they have to allow extra time for scans, because if I have a seizure, they have to allow time for, because they can't move me from, say if I'm going through a scan and I'm lying on a bed or whatever, they can't just move me, right? And then it delays other people. So instead of messing around other people's day with my inconvenient seizures, which they should be doing at the hospital, but you know, common sense ain't so common. But yeah, basically they have to allow extra time for people like me, because if something goes wrong, then the next patients don't have to be delayed. And some people, you know, they go and then they have to go back to work. So I get it. Right. We have a white ball now. Now please be, you know what I want? I've got a beautiful sensory rug. I lay on it and it is the best. I highly recommend. It's called Pony, and it's from Fantastic Furniture if you're in Australia. Apologies if you're in a different country. I don't know where you can get it from. It is just so soft. If you want more details, ask, and I can put a picture of the back of it, of what it is, if you want to order one. They come in different sizes. I got the small size because I don't have a lot of space. I mean, this place is big and big enough for us. It's the last place I was claustrophobic and starting to get depressed about it, to be honest. But this house is spacious and I can actually function better because I'm not knocking into things. In the other house, I was getting bruised. I was banging into this and banging into that. So anyway, but I've got this sensory rug, and I'm telling you, don't underestimate a sensory rug. Just to lie on, to sit on. I don't know about any of you, but like, I like to have areas of my house, inside and out, I've got a swing, where I can ponder. You know, just that time to think, or just to not think, and just be like, anyway, works for me. You ready? So I don't think AI should be doing our scans, because I can see a lot of problems with that. I just think that when you're dealing with human life, I'll put that there for the title, so don't forget to title the video. I just don't think that's safe. It doesn't sound very good to me. Right, there's one. I go from biggest to smallest. So what's that one? That's biggest. That's bigger. That's bigger. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you see that? Cool. So, tell me what you think. Would you feel comfortable going in for an ultrasound, CT, MRI, and it's AI's doing it? It's no people, and it's like, I mean, it's nice at the fact that me, especially me being autistic, it's like, I don't have to put up with the people. Not saying that they're all bad. I mean, some of them are lovely, but some of them are just so annoying. Seriously, what's wrong with the medical profession? Cheer the fuck up. Or get a new job. I don't know. Like, seriously. Like, there's a lot of hard jobs out there, but you've got to get some therapy. I'm serious. Like, you know, in the old days, there was no excuse to be like, oh, I can't cope. There was no excuse for that, because you're dealing with people. You're dealing with humans, whether it's their mind or body. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. Like, there needs to be some kind of like revamp of that, because their stress gets dumped onto you, you know, and it's like, every nurse I've had, even though they're nice and they've done the right thing medically for me, the whinging about what they go through, it's like, yeah, you know, yeah, no, I'm trying to survive the syndrome that's trying to kill me, you know, like, I don't really want to know your problems. Sorry. Like, I respect you for your expertise and your nursing and what you're doing for me, but please don't tell me about your job stresses, because it's just not okay. I do care, but when I'm really sick and I'm in a hospital environment and I'm autistic and I don't know them, it's awkward. So AI in that sense sounds kind of appealing. But then for seizure patients, who's going to watch if you go into a seizure and you're in the middle of an MRI? Because the MRI noise could trigger a seizure. It is such a risk, guys. It scares me every time, because it's that loud noise. And if they don't allow you to push all the things into your ears properly, you hear more. So I've had different experiences depending on the technician, and I just do it myself, because I'm like, I've been here, done this many times before. I have calcification of the brain, hence why I have probably a lot of neurological problems. So, you know, I have a lot of calcium build-ups. I have been through this many times. Just let me put the little bits in and do it myself. You feel like a child. They treat you like a child. That's another thing. AI might be better, because people, although people, if you're in medical, listen to this. I don't think medical people watch me, but please just don't infantilize patients, especially autistics, but just patients. It's just don't do that. I actually tell nurses who do the preschool voice, it must be taught to them at uni. I say, excuse me, can you just talk to me in a normal tone? Because what happens to my brain with comprehension for my 22Q, which is an intellectual struggle? I just hear babble, and it's like, and then it's like nails on a chalkboard with that preschool voice. I can't handle it. I couldn't even handle it in preschool. I was a very serious kid, very serious. I'd look at these preschool teachers and be like, you're an idiot. You sound like an idiot. Anyway, I'm not saying these people are bad people. I'm just saying it's obviously what they're taught, and maybe other people like it, but I don't. But let me know below what you think about AI coming into medicine. I don't know. Right. So the actual things you can get, this is one of my favorites. I think everyone will have their favorite. This is all of the possibilities that I could get. And then the other side is even more. I want that fluffy round rug in the middle. See that? I want that. So yes. And then, of course, some of them are rare and stuff like that. So let's see what we have. Let me get my glasses in preparation for the blindness factor. So I go from big to small. So let's do the big. I've already got this from you, Ella. But you know what, Ella and guys? I could make this like 2 matching seats sitting together as if like, oh, I need some miniature people now. Oh, I think the Lego shop sells Lego men and women just on their own. Maybe I need to buy some Lego people and just sit them in the chairs. So I'll show you, anyway, I'll show you the chair. I've got this chair. I know I have. Where did I start ripping it there? Yes, I've got, it's a bean bag. It's a pink bean bag. I've got another one of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some small peoples. I wonder if Anna, my mini Anna. I love Anna from Frozen because she's ADHD, and yeah, I can relate because it's me. It's pretty much me. I wonder if she'll sit in there. I will try some of my miniature little dolls. I've got like glass jars with miniatures just stashed in there. And I've got a whole, yeah, I am just, miniatures to me are like diamonds. They are just everything to me. I know that sounds weird, but that's super cool. So, what is this one? Oh my goodness. What are you? I wish I could sit in it. I wish I had one for real. It's a bean bag, but let me get my glasses because I can't actually read it. Okay, so this one is rare. Okay, so it's rare and it's a bean bag. So, yes. I got 2 now. I actually am happy about that because it's pink. I think they're cute. I can have 2 matching ones, so I can sit 2 little cutesy figurines or something in there. Love it. Perfect. Can you see it still? Yes. All right, put that aside. Next one. Please have things that I've not had before. And I don't think there's a rug. Although I wonder how big it is. Like, the picture makes it look quite big, but I don't know. I've had this one. Oh, no, I haven't had this one before. Or have I? No, I have. Okay, this is a stool. This isn't too bad. Is it? Whoopsie daisy. A stool. Okay. So, it is a very difficult thing to show. So it's a stool and it's got the purple top. Alrighty. There you go. Put your feet up on that. That's not going to work, is it? The beanbag's low and the stool's high. Anyway, put it next to it. Put your drinks and your snacks on it. Stools come in handy for that too. Alright, next one. I think I've had that before. If I go through my miniature jar, which I won't because I've got some art to do for the exhibition. I have a job to do. And what's this? Oh, I've got similar to this, but not exactly this. But it's so cute. It's a little pot. Has it got a lid? I don't think it's got a lid, but I'm leaving the packaging on. Look at this. It's a little casserole dish, I guess you could call it. Oh, that's so cute. I like that. Okay, let's see what these two are because I didn't check them. Jeez. Right. What are those? There's books in here? What? I've never had a book to date, and I've had a few of these. Okay, so the stool is common. So this is the purple stool with the wooden legs is common. I expected that actually. Now the casserole dish, I have a pan and a saucepan and a frying pan. So now I've got the casserole dish and it says with lid. Yay! So I've got like a kitchen set. So that's wonderful. I like that. You know what I need to make one day? Is a massive doll's house. Like an adult doll's house. Not for kids. Adult doll's house. And I could design it like to be as if it's like my dream house. My dream house would be, I would build a house in a circle and in the middle is the outdoor. So that literally no one can get to it and you can sleep outside and, you know, you can see outside from all around the house. Like it would be perfect. Can you imagine? Like a massive garden area and a pool or a jacuzzi or something right in the middle of your house. Anyway, on a hobby farm with a goat and a horse and a sheep and a cow and lots of chickens, and I'll get some geese. I'll get some geese. They're cheeky. I've had geese with my Nana and Pa's farm, and they bite. Okay, I was riding my bike and I was at the level where they could bite my bum, and they did, and I used to have to ride faster. And I had training wheels for a very long time because of my autism and lack of coordination. I knew it's tough. And I used to say, Nana, I don't like these geese. They are mean. And what other animals? Oh, a duck. And call it Donald. Come on. Who doesn't want to have a duck called Donald? Build him his beautiful pond of his lifetime. Can you imagine? Oh my gosh. A pig. Can you get a pig? They're so cute. They really are so cute. Don't underestimate the pig. Okay? Just like the cows. They're so cute. So cute. Anyway. Oh, what is this? Oh my goodness. I've never had this one. And you guys that have watched all of my minis, you've never seen this. My goodness. So it's eggs in a container. Talking about chickens, I had 3 chickens when I did have the last house I got to live in. Well, not the last house. One of the last houses, because since 2020, displacement has happened to me. Yeah, very traumatic experience, being homeless twice. But basically, we had chickens in one of our houses recently. I think it was in 2020. Yeah, we moved into that house in 2019. It had like a chook pen type thing. We bought 3 little baby chickens, and I was very, very sick at the time, but I was like, I don't care. I'm going to look after my babies. And I had like a little camera because they were in the shed in their nice little like hut thing, and they had the little warming heating lamp and lots of playthings, and they'd scurry around and go up top to the next level. and I had like the camera, and then I had my iPad next to my bed, and I'd be like, what are they doing? And I'd talk to them and go, good night, girls, good night. And then as they got older and old enough to be outside, we transferred them into the pen, and then they had free range time, morning and afternoon, and they used to sit on my lap, and I used to be able to cuddle them. And chickens make great pets, and if you give them a lot of good protein, a lot of good foods for chickens, you can look up, there's many books on chickens. Australorps, the black ones, are the best ones. Okay, they are good for eggs. They're not sort of like, I wouldn't say that they're probably rated the best or the worst. They're kind of just the normal, but their personalities, their temperament, they're Australian, so just going to brag about that. The Australorp is Australian, but they are beautiful natured, and they just have that little bit extra friendliness. So I would choose Australorps, but I had a white and a New Hampshire. I can't think of the white's name, the actual breed of the white breed. Can't remember, but basically I had a New Hampshire, so like the brownie colours, which I called Hermione because of course Harry Potter. And she was friendly too, and she would sit on my lap, and she would, like, I would just pat her, and she would just be like, look at me, you know, with a, so they loved me and I loved them, so I miss them. I had to give them to someone else. All right, so these eggs, ooh, so it's an egg carton container, and then you've got like all of the eggs here. Oh, it makes me miss it. Washing the eggs, putting them in cartons, going to the neighbours. Do you want some eggs? I had good neighbours back then there too. I had lovely neighbours next door that I could just go and have a cup of tea with. They were elderly couple. Very nice. Anyway, I think that's super cute. And then you do this. Oh, boom. Would you like a carton of eggs? I love this. Okay, now there's instructions. I don't know why. Don't know why there's instructions, but let's see if there's something that I need to know. Nothing I need to know? No, not really. No, nothing I need to know. It's pretty much self-explanatory what it is. Now, let's see if that is rare. I didn't even know. Oh, I want the vacuum cleaner. That's super cute. Where are the eggs? I did not notice eggs. Oh, there they are. Common. So they're next to the chopping board, the rolling pin, and the grater. There's so many things I need, guys. I'm telling you, I have to do a doll's house, don't I? I mean, the stuff that I've got. It'd be awesome. What I really would love to do is design a really awesome sensory room. That'd be my dream. But yeah, I don't know if I'm doing that anymore for the hospital because they're difficult. Oh, that's a chopping board. Because, you know, they originally asked me to do the sensory room, and then, like, they spat the dummy. So that changed. And it was like, oh, okay. Not sticking to their word. Not uncommon, actually. Happens all the time. But anyway, I would have designed it brilliantly. I had a poster board. I had 50 photos printed off. I had scoped out the cheapest, best, and I'd studied sensory rooms all around the hospitals of international. I would have done a brilliant job. So they missed out because I'm a good designer and they missed out. That's their loss. So But adult autistics need a sensory room as well. And many other disabilities too need a sensory room in a hospital. So let's hope that one day we get to that point where adult hospitals have sensory rooms. Very important. Okay, so this one is a chopping block. So it's basically meant to be, it blends in with my skin. It's meant to be a wood look. So, where are you? That was just where I was. It's common, I think, yeah. Yeah, it's in the common section. Right, so that kind of matches because, yeah, that's rubbish. Think about it. We've got the eggs there. We've got, look at this all kitchen stuff. I've got a chopping board. Put the eggs on there. Put that there. And then there's the lounge room. So that's the kitchen. Here's the lounge room. Boom. Boom. So basically, yeah. Tell me what you think about artificial intelligence in healthcare. Like, I think it was mainly talking about scans and things like that. And you know what worries me? I understand that technology can be beneficial, but if we lose personal touch, and I'll say this as someone who's medically complex and has to deal with hospital literally on a monthly basis, I just think that that's concerning for me, because especially with fragility, like your fragility in things, like with me, I have so many risks that it frustrates me to think that the humanness will disappear. Because I think that everybody, whether you're acute sick, whether you're born disabled and sick, I think everyone benefits from human contact. That's just my opinion. I think that doctors need to go back to, you know, what the family doctors used to do. You know, when you used to go and see your family doctor and your kids would see them and you all see them. I remember with my kids, you know, they had a wonderful doctor when they were little, a wonderful doctor, and he'd give them lollipops, and he would always, he was so good with them. He was so respectful to them. He went to their level and he spoke to me, you know. Normally I was told, Mummy, stop worrying. Everything's okay, because I was a very anxious mum. You know, I just was. I was a very, very protective mum. A little too protective maybe. But yeah, it's just we need to go back to that family doctor. I mean, when I was a little kid, I had a family doctor. And to me, he was like, I don't know, like a really close friend with our family, because between me and my grandfather, we were sort of causing a lot of medical anomalies, you know, things you don't normally see. So my pa ended up having to move from Denmark to Albany and then to Perth. They could deal with me at Denmark Hospital, which is kind of a nursing post, but back then the doctor would turn up because he lived somewhere, I guess, around town, or he'd meet you at the doctor's surgery. That doesn't happen anymore, right? Because I guess population increase maybe, but that's how it used to be. And you know, you meet them at the hospital, you meet them at the doctor's surgery when you're in a acute situation, and the kindness was just there. I mean, I'm not saying that it was overly an experience of like fuzzy wuzzy, but I do know that like when I slammed my finger in the car door, like I was so excited that I got my ears pierced, because in my family we're not allowed to get our ears pierced. It's a terrible thing to do, right? There is I should be Amish, really, if my grandfather had his way. But basically, I do have a lot of those beliefs, but I am also in this world, and the world is different, but, you know, I understand the concepts. But basically, I got my ears pierced because I begged for a year. I'm 9 years old, or 10, 9 or 10. No, 9. I would have been 9. And finally got them done. I was in Denmark. And we drove back home from town, which is not far. Thank goodness. Because I was so excited to show my earrings. And I got my birthstone, which is an emerald, because I'm born in May. And I get out the car, slam the door to race into the house. And it's actually this finger, sorry, root finger. It's this finger here got slammed in the car door. And Toyotas are solid doors. They ain't no, you know, aluminium tinny type thing that just buckles. Okay, get a Toyota. Basically, it just mangled the whole thing, and it just started swelling. I was like, and I'm just looking at it, and Mum takes me in, well, rings the doctor, because it was actually closing time for the practice, but basically brings me in, he meets us there, and he looks at it and he goes, I'm going to have to, I don't know, he said some fancy word, and anyway, he said, you know, maybe she should sit on your lap. And I'm like, okay, I'll sit on Mum's lap. And next minute, he's preparing this stick with fire on the end of it. So he's got his back to me. And then he turns around with his fire stick and he says, wrap your arms around her. So I was like wrapped this tight, so I could not move except for access to the finger for him to go zzz. And he literally had to put a hole in my fingernail. Oh. And I was like, ah. And then I was like, that feels better. Thank you. And so, yeah, I stopped crying after that. And I was just like, that's weird. That's gross. I've got a hole in my nail. So anyway, that was a good memory. A bad memory, sorry. But a strong memory is what I really mean. As in a vivid memory. You don't forget things like that. So, but eventually it got to the point where I got to show my earrings. But the finger got distracted with that. So, yeah, that was that. That was fun. So, anyway, if you want things to do from bed and you're at a loss of what to do, if you love collecting things, you know, I know us with disability, you know, things are hard. We don't get the same lifestyle as others. And look, I want to say that that's okay. You know, life isn't about things, right? And I know that the trap of society makes us think that. But there is little joys in the tiny things that we have, and with the limited funds that disabled people have, there is things you can do. There is a way around things. You have to just sort through affordable hobbies, activities, and all the rest of it. They're out there. You just have to search. And these types of balls, and there's mini fashion, there's retro, there's even ones where you make little food things with resin, like it's miniature resin stuff, and you make little miniature cakes. And you could even build a miniature doll's house, like I said yourself, with collecting this kind of stuff. Now, I don't know if you have this in America. Let me know below, Americans, or people from England, or Ireland, or wherever you're from. Let me know, whatever country you're from. Even you, Jessica, like, do you have these things in, like in Germany? Do you have them in your shops? They're called mini brands, Miniverse. There's 2 separate ones. They're both equally fun, but I just highly recommend, like, for me, this is so enjoyable just to be able to sit here, and that's why I like sharing it with you too, because it's just super exciting, and it's just, I don't know, miniature things is my new collection that has been like quite strong for the last 2 years. So I mean, eventually I'll move on to other things, but for now, but you know what? I've got stuff for a doll's house ready to go. But I still need, oh my gosh, I still need this. I don't know why. Let me look. Ultra rare. That's what it's telling me. Hang on. The pink circle rug, which if I get it, I will be, it's the little things, right? It is like ultra rare. It is a rug. So basically, look at that round rug there. This one here. Look at that. It's pink and it's round rug. I need that for my doll's house. So anyway, definitely give this a go. You get so many cutesy things. And if you have any friends that are doing it with you, just like my friend and I, Ella, we, you know, if we've got something that we know we don't want or need, we give it to each other. So, you know, if you have a friend doing it and you get doubles and all the rest of it, you can swap. So that's awesome. So anyway, let me know. My main thing is with this is let me know what you think about AI coming into medical. Because I just think, like, what if it malfunctions? Like, then what happens? Yes, I know melatonin.
Dyan take melatonin.
I know. Your nurse is so bossy. But yeah, basically, that's what I want to know. I want to know if you agree that artificial intelligence should step into the realm of medical care in different ways. I'm not too sure about it, because I know as a sick person, I mean, you don't want to be mollycoddled, but you need support. You need like a compassionate environment, because not necessarily for people that are, you know, they might go once every 5 or 10 years to get a scan. But those of us that go a lot more, you know, it's a bit impersonal. So me, I'm not really too sure about it. But anyway, do you like my nightie from Shein? It's very comfortable. It's very good for summer. It's been nice and warm. It's actually still 23 degrees. The pool water is so warm. So tomorrow I'll be able to do my exercises. I'm getting muscles here, muscles here. When I get out of bed, I've got more strength. So please just know, like, I've got a heart condition that I've been told not even to do hydrotherapy. Now, that goes against empirical studies that are medical journal articles, so I go with that. I studied the science degree of psychology, and I'll tell you this. That's bullshit what he said to me. I need to be strong. I need my heart muscles to be strong. I need my body to be strong. It builds the immune system strength. That's why I did the smoothie. That builds up my immune system. My grandfather survived very well by also doing such things. Gentle exercise, good food, vitamins and minerals. It just is what it is. And doctors aren't going to tell you that. I'm not saying don't do doctor's advice. I'm just saying make sure you do your own research too for your own conditions, because I just find that the advice sometimes given is so wrong. It's just so wrong. And yeah, you need to do what's best for you. So yeah, maybe if it's AI and they are actually getting it right from the latest empirical research, maybe it is a better thing. But no, my hydrotherapy, guys, is, look, I highly recommend it. I know that if you're bedridden like me a lot, I know that it's hard, and I know that sometimes it causes pain. I know that sometimes it causes us to be exhausted the next day and we don't get to be productive. But sometimes if you get to a certain point, it can give you a little bit of that extra energy. But just be gentle. Don't go hard at it. Just do very gentle exercises. If you don't know what to do, and classes can sometimes just be annoying, it's better to do it alone. YouTube has tons of things where they show you how to do the exercises. Me, I'm lucky. I've done aerobics instructing course anyway, so and being a next dancer, I know how to use my muscles. I know good pain, bad pain. I know how to activate different muscles in my body to work them out and get muscle tone. But I do believe in muscle tone, even if you're bedridden. Just try something. Get 2 cans of soup and just something, guys, because as much as our bodies are like struggling to do it, I do believe that it's important. So yeah, that's just what I've learned anyway, is these are the things that make me feel better, and maybe it'll make you feel better. And I know it's hard, and I know sometimes don't beat yourself up when it's not achievable or you fail at it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So yeah. Anyway, take care, and I hope you enjoyed. Like, I'm gonna go put my beanbag with my other beanbag and put the other ones in my jar, because like I said, one day I might build a doll's house and have like everything. I mean, I've got like, stuff for the pantry, eggs, you know, I've got, you know, casserole dish. I can make a nice beef stroganoff, you know, lovely, yum yum yum. Or well, one of my favorite dishes is sweet curry, so I could do that. I've got a chopping board, that's pretty cool, and a stool. That's how I manage my fatigue and my walking problems. I have stools all around the house. So it's kind of like it makes me look more able-bodied than what I am. So I just walk around and then I just sit on a stool. Or there's a chair somewhere. Good trick if you want to fake being well. All of you guys know what I'm talking about when I say that. Mwah. Love you guys, and I hope you're all doing well. And I'm always thinking of you, and when I see your names pop up, it's always happy to hear from you. And I hope that everything's treating you well in this new year, 2025. It's going to be awesome new year, I hope, for all of us. So, mwah. See you in the next video. Bye.